Paige Proctor and
Paul Proctor.
And we are, I can't do it with them there. And these are our 3 kids, Juliana, Savannah, and Annika. What's your dress?
It's the 2 sisters. This one's Savannah and that one's Juliana. And it's a heart because it's in my heart.
Well, it all started with our pregnancy. So we have Juliana and Savannah are identical twins, where they were in the womb, had what's called twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome. So it's short as TTTS. The twin-to-twin transfusion is one child getting too much of the blood flow from the placenta, which would then result in a heart attack, whereas the other child, which would be twin B in our case, which is Savannah, was not getting enough nutrients, and therefore she would have anemia. Right at 24.5 weeks, my water broke, and we ended up getting admitted into Ochsner Medical Center, where we thought we were going to potentially deliver 2 babies.
We had really only one option, and that was to get laser ablation surgery in Houston at Texas Children's. So we basically had to fly there immediately. It happened to be my birthday, the day we flew there, and I remember thinking to myself, you know, I can't believe it. There's going to be surgery. My wife's going to have surgery, and the twins are going to have surgery, and you know, they're only 20 weeks. And
the most challenging of our entire pregnancy was going into the doctor's hospital emergency, thinking I had a headache, and realizing that my water just broke. It was extremely scary. Paul and I just looked at each other and cried because we knew 24 weeks was a low survival rate. And we already had named them. We had already gone through the laser surgery there. We had already had 2 heartbeats. That how could we have gone through all that? And now we could lose them. Go.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
That's hot,
to
right?
You.
Don't touch it, it's hot. She's hardcore.
Savannah and Juliana. Happy birthday to you.
Not all of TTTS patients are babies that have TTTS are saved by laser ablation, but the survival rate goes from 0% without the surgery to 60 to 70%. I think some studies are actually showing 80% survival for both twins now. So the surgeries are getting better, and the problem with it, though, with the surgery is they are entering your sac, and they don't have a solution yet to close the holes within the sac with the laser. So the probability of a premature birth within the next 4 weeks is very high. And again, unfortunately, that's exactly what happened to us. So our sac ruptured at 24 and a half weeks, and we went into the hospital, and we were extremely scared because at that point, the Juliana and Savannah were only about 1 pound each. I had made myself a home. I drank 24 bottles of water a day. I drank Boost, and I sat on my computer and researched everything I could research, to a point that I was asking doctors questions out of medical books that they did not want to be bothered with. They were like, we went to school long enough to know the answers. But through that research, you know, I feel like I gained a lot of strength and encouragement through the March of Dimes website, knowing that each week was going to have a little bit more chance of survival for the twins, as well as, you know, less risk of hemorrhaging or blindness or, you know, cerebral palsy. Every week they stayed in was less risk of complications.
they delivered at 30 weeks and 5 days, and you know, the challenges still weren't over. So you know, then we were in the NICU for 49 days. You know, every day was a different challenge. They were having Brady's or brachycardias. And if you've ever been in a NICU, just the environment is challenging. It's a lot of beeping. a lot of people rushing around and just a lot of, some babies that are very, very sick. We did have some premature lung disease, so they did have some level of, asthma, but I mean, today they're totally fine. Savannah scored 5 goals last week, so.
So, in soccer.
In soccer.
I scored 10 goals.
No, you didn't. She scored 5 goals against the boys at soccer 2 weeks ago. And how about you, Juliana? What'd you score?
I don't remember.
You scored 1 goal. And Annika, how many did you get?
My volunteer, I think that's 7.
That's number 7?
No, 7. I'm thankful that my sisters lived. Because if my sisters didn't live, I wouldn't have anybody to play with at my house. And I'm thankful that Martha Dunn saves it. Yeah.